Hi friends, and hopefully future organic gardeners. I want to welcome you to STARRYS 100% organic garden. And in this video, I'm pretty excited about it. I really want to sit down and share with you friends at home how to start a fully organic garden. Now, this is the thing. I get a lot of feedback, a lot of comments, and there's a lot of trepidation and apprehension about starting an organic garden. I hear comments like, what about the weeds? And what about the pests? And well, what about our yield? Will it suffer if I go 100% organic? And sometimes the only effort that we really find ourselves making is buying organic plants or organic seeds. And that's okay. But you really can have a 100% fully organic garden without reaching for the miracle grows, without reaching even for the organic pesticides and fertilizers. Because we all know, just because that bottle says organic fertilizer, we really have to be careful. You know, everything organic really does start with a simple, practical, no frills philosophy. And that is, you got to get back to nature. That's it. And work with nature. So Starry is going to show you some tips that has sustained my organic garden and will get you friends going in the right direction so you too, in your backyard, can have a 100% fully successful organic garden. All right, let's go. Produce like this is going to come down to garden basics. And we're starting at garden basics. You need to find a spot where that garden is going to get 6 hours of that up there, sunlight. And that really is something that we often overlook. We just walk out in the backyard and sometimes we just dig up a spot and decide this is where we're going to put the garden. But if you are really looking at a successful implementation of an organic garden, it really is going to be important for you to find a garden spot that is going to allow at least 6 hours of good sunlight for your plants to grow. Okay friends, the next top priority when it comes to implementing your organic garden is the method that you're going to choose. It's so overlooked. The method is going to be one of the top priorities for that successful organic garden. And I'm going to share with you the method that we use because it is so organic. And it reflects nature, and there's no adding or amending or substrates or anything that you have to purchase organically from the corporate world, because you just let nature work for you. Ooh, what better method could there be when you're implementing nature, right? So it is called the Back to Eden garden method. And if you don't know anything about it, Paul Gauchi in Washington started the whole Back to Eden movement, and he's got a beautiful garden to prove it. The guy is a guru. And that's what we have done here on our homestead. We use the Back to Eden garden method. And as you can see, my peppers here, they're just getting going. These beds, this is just, a ground floor bed is just filled with wood chips. Wood chips, that's where it begins. It's a layering type of gardening that really relies on nature to work for you. So you layer floor in the forest and you dig down deep into the soil, and what do you get? Rich humus. And that's created by layering. And that is the Back to Eden concept philosophy. Layering the wood chips to let it decompose, and it feeds the soil. It creates a perfect carbon nitrogen balance, and it brings in little worms and microfibers, and you get sustainable soil. And the beauty of this method is, and this is what makes it so organically friendly, no weeding, helps with pest control, and it creates a very rich soil that you don't have to keep adding a lot of amendments and working and tilling and doing all of those conventional methods. So if you want a method that is going to be reflective of organic, Back to Eden. This is a good one because it's really going to help your organic efforts. It is called permaculture, and I'm just showing you, friends, a spot which we all have. It's a spot that's right next to the house. And what do we usually do right next to the house or between the sidewalk or the garage, pavers? We plant, shrubs, well-groomed shrubs, and we put in our annuals, our pretty little flowers, and we decorate stuff up, right? But we're wasting a lot of good space where we could be creating a diverse little ecosystem that will help bring in such things as, the butterflies and the bees. And it can help with pest control and just create a friendly environment for your organic gardening. So this area here, again, right underneath the eaves of the house, it was a dead space. And what did I do? I used the natural rock, which was here, which is great for permaculture because it helps with erosion and water retention. It adds heat. And then you mix it up. This is a jungle in here, but it's a purposeful jungle because I've got edibles, I've got strawberries, I've got pepper plants in here, I've got my cinder blocks filled with my herbs, I've got different types of species of flowers, some of them wild, some of them purposely planted, I've got wild bushes, I've got different types of grasses. And the beauty of this, again, is it will help assist in bringing in the good stuff, which are the bees and the butterflies, and that will help your organic garden. So if you have any dead spaces around your house and you are thinking about starting this organic garden, rethink those shrubs and those little potted flowers. Start thinking permaculture and go wild. Will have to do with your organic gardening is some companion planting. You look at this big mix here, right? There's potato plants that are right next to my broccoli, and I've got broccoli intermingled with my Brussels sprouts and celery. Everything's kind of intermingled. And then I've got some flowers, and I even have different types of herbs. Companion planting is smart because that will help control a lot of the pests. On my cabbage, you will not see cabbage worms. No way, no how, no cabbage worms. And if I come over here real quickly, you look at my potato plants, you will not see potato worms either. How can that be? Because most gardens, sooner or later, get these nasties. They do. But because I implement companion planting, I have no problems. That way I can keep my garden 100% organic and not reach for any type of spray, even if it's organic. I don't have to. You are going to need for your fully organic garden is some type of compost. Now, hopefully you friends will be composting your food scraps, right? Starting your own compost pile. But there's also other sources of compost that you can use, especially to feed that soil naturally. We have chickens and they give us beautiful eggs, but they serve two other purposes. They give us free fertilizer, and they actually compost for us. These little chickens are our compost workers. So we throw everything into their chicken run, and they go to work and they shred it for us. And that way we can feed our garden for free and organically. So for you, if you don't have chickens, that's okay. But just really remember to think outside the box. There's a lot of resources out there. You might have to knock on some farmer's door and say, hey, can I have some of that goat poop or that rabbit poop? And don't be afraid to ask them what they are feeding their animals, because this is where it's really important, because you want to stay organic. Ask them what they're feeding them and if it is organic. Okay? It's okay. So, and other sources, like you can go to the bulletin board in the grocery stores. Sometimes people will post that they're giving away free manure. Sometimes a trading newspaper will have advertisements for that. But really think about obtaining some type of compost as well as getting your own compost pile going. Have to address is the seeds. Are seeds important? Yes, seeds are important when it comes to your organic garden. And you must, if you want an organic vegetable garden, you have to have organic seeds. Now, what's the difference between a hybrid and an organic seed? There's a big difference because organic seeds are certified and they have to meet certain standards in order to become certified. That means they cannot use any pesticides, any chemicals. Their means of creating these seeds needs to be 100% organic. So when you see USDA organic on there, that really means something. So when you go out and purchase your seeds for your garden, you got to make sure they're organic. And the same goes with certified organic plants. If you're not starting your own seeds, then make sure you are buying 100% organic plants to put in your garden. Okay? Okay, friends, hopefully I gave you all the tips that you will need to get you started on your organic gardening endeavors. Just remember, real simple, keep it simple. Organic seeds and plants, do some companion planting, do a little permaculture, make sure you choose the Back to Eden garden method, compost pile, obtaining some good compost that's organic, and truly stay out of the store. Stay out of the store. You don't have to go that route anymore. Everything that I showed you here is 100% free and provided to you by nature. Isn't that great? That is so great. Okay, so come visit me on my Facebook page, Starry Hilder Homestead, and share with me and my other friends your success in organic gardening. Would love to hear from you. And also remember, come visit me at Mother Earth News, where I blog and share a lot of my other homesteading tips with all of you friends. Okay, until next time, God bless and good luck.